Right. And let the viewers roll in.
Come on, guys.
Hey, you know what I'm going to do is have someone text me and tell me that they see you on the big screen when you talk. Yeah, sound good?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's usually Luana who's on first, but we'll see. Awesome.
Whew. Live broadcast, man.
Isn't it fun? Exhilarating.
It gets your heart pumping and you're like, okay, let's do this. And
That's right. That's right. How often are you going live on your Facebook?
I'm trying to do it more than once a year. Oh my gosh, it's hard to get out of your comfort zone, man.
Dude, I know. Yesterday, I'm like, I had a really good message to deliver, and I totally talked myself out of it because I'm like, what if I forget mid-sentence? Like, that happens to me all the time. So why would I put myself in that situation?
Oh my gosh. And then you start to ramble, and it's like, okay, who's here to stop me? Oh man. But you gotta just go with the fact that the people are gonna see it, who are going to see it, need to see it, and the people who don't, they won't.
Tony always says, if it speaks to one person, then you've done your job. I'm like, yeah, but what about the other 6,000?
They're all looking at me like, what is this business anyway? So funny. Whew. Okay,
viewers, welcome. We're just kind of shooting the thing here until we get some more people on. Can someone kindly Facebook message or text me that you do see Brittany when she talks on the big screen?
Hey. Hey, guys. Can you see how many viewers are on?
Yes, I can. We have 16 right now.
Yay! More than one.
All right. So I haven't got a message yet, but oh, yep. Catherine, thank you so much. Catherine, she says, yes, she can see you. So even though you can't see you, we can see you. So that's all that matters. Jessie Burr, thank you so much. Brittany, thank you. All right. Everyone's so helpful. I am going to kick this off in just one more second because it takes people a while to get on in the mornings, not gonna lie. Well, it's morning somewhere. Maybe not here. Oh man. All right. Hi, Becky. I wish we could see who the viewers were. Man.
I do too. It's so much more fun to see reactions and.
Yes. I mean, I love this platform, but ain't nothing like being able to like kind of have this conversation with people, you know, a chat box or something.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and get started. So I'll just enter you and I'll mute myself and you'll take off, okay?
Okay.
All right. Welcome, everybody, to the DFG Team Call, the new summer schedule, just bi-weekly now. So that's a confusing term. That just means once every 2 weeks. Doesn't bi-weekly sound like twice a week, you know? Okay, once every 2 weeks. And today, kicking it off is our favorite Brittany. I'm telling you, when I first met her, it was at our diamond retreat, early 2015. And she popped up in there laughing, loud, ball of energy. And I'm like, this is my kind of person. Like, this is who I need in my space. And she's just funny and smart and motivates the crap out of me. So I'm really excited just to hear from her. I have my notes in my pen like I always do. I hope you do too. And I'm seriously just going to turn it over to her because this girl has got way more to bring than I do, okay? So, Brittany, thank you so much for being here, girl. I love you. I'm going to mute myself.
Okay. Thank you so much for that intro, Lindsay. Everyone, I hope everyone can see me. So I wanted to come in here and talk a little bit about how you can really hone in on making Facebook your storefront, and not only as like the aesthetic part of it, but changing your mindset to really making this your business. Because the thing is, let's get real, $16 a month does not sound like anything that, because, you know, we pay $16 a month as our business fees. So we don't, a lot of times people don't take it as seriously as they would if they were to put thousands and thousands of dollars into it. Just like people who own brick and mortar stores, because they saved up all this money, they went through all the loans, they, you know, they've gone to the banks and all of that to get their dream possible, right? So when people are doing this, they are risking so much. I know people who have put liens on their houses because they are so filled with belief that their business is it. Their business is going to work, and they are basically setting themselves up for being at risk of losing all this money and being at risk of all the time spent away from their family and all of that time that they're putting in for what more than likely they're not going to be making any income from that for at least a year, because they need to get used to it all, right? So we are like the luckiest people possible, like ever, because I never truly thought that I could own a business prior to Beachbody, because of all that money, because of all that, you know, the stress, the work that's involved in making your own business. I couldn't just take off work and, you know, quit my job so that I could have my own business, right? So Beachbody comes right along and into my life, and I'm like, oh my God, this is amazing. And I saw the potential right away. I just believed, because there was nothing else that I could do. There was no other way for me to make it possible. So why I really wanted to talk about Facebook as your storefront is because of all of this, because we have a free platform to do all of that. We don't have to worry about, you know, inventory and employees and customer service and the rent that people pay for their brick and mortar stores. So I really wanted to hone in on this and talk to you more about how to get in that mindset and change the way you're thinking about your business on Facebook. You know, there's so many different social media platforms. I personally started off with Facebook, and I've been using Facebook to build my business for over 2 years now. So that is what I'm most familiar with, and that's why I wanted to shoot you this information. So I'm going to screen share. You know what? I'm going to screen share in just a moment. I wanted to start talking about, so I have three main tips for making Facebook your storefront. And I'm going to screen share during the second and third one. So the first thing I wanted to talk about was that, you know, we go through the basics all the time about what kind of things you should have on your Facebook. You know, you should be talking about your 5 things. We all know that, you know, you want to hone in on those 5 things that you're all about: fitness, nutrition, faith, personal development, clean eating, whatever you're all about. That is what you're going to be putting on your Facebook daily. But I need you to be reminded that you are the product, not the product itself. Okay, so oftentimes when people either reach out to me or I'm reaching out to them, they will actually ask me what company I'm working with. They'll actually ask me, what programs are you using? What is this that I'm going to actually be promoting when I talk to them about coaching? Because they have no clue based on my profile. And honestly, I'll tell you really quick, everyone in this business, the great thing about this business is that it's like a franchise. You own a piece of it, but at the same time, you run it how you want. And this is how I run my business personally. So if, you know, your team does something different, that's great. If you can take a piece of this, that's awesome. So once again, when people are reaching out to me, you know, they don't know that I'm with Beachbody. They don't know that my awesome transformations are from the 21-Day Fix or Body Beast or whatever I'm doing. They see me working out daily because I'm posting about it. They see me talking about my 21-day program and how I'm gaining results and I'm feeling better, and I'm talking about how strong I'm getting, but I'm not name dropping. And that's super important because I want to be the product, not the product itself. And we have to remember that, because honestly, there's so many people on Facebook that are doing, you know, a gazillion different things. They're doing the nails, they're doing advocate. They're doing, you know, all different multi-level marketing. And what sets us apart is that we are just strictly and you know, amazingly talking about our own health and fitness, our own lifestyles. And that is what people are going to become attracted to. You've probably heard this a lot in your business. But I wanted to reiterate that because it's super important for people to know, to not even, I don't know. I like that people don't have a clue and they have to ask me, because it leaves mystery in my posts and it leaves room for more engagement on my posts and and getting likes and getting comments. And that is what brings people to you and having them reach out to you more. So the number one thing is find your thing and run with it. Now, like I was saying, we all talk about the 5 things. Well, what one thing are you so enamored about the programs, about what you're doing? Is it your lifestyle change and how it's truly made you a more positive person? Is it the freedom of coaching? Is it the how it allows you to fuse your passion with a purpose and all of that? For me personally, I talk pretty much exclusively about coaching, because for me, it has changed my entire life. And I don't just talk about coaching. So let me back up. I focus on coaching, but I focus on that by posting during the day about, you know, me hanging around with my cats, or me going and taking a walk at 3 o'clock because I can. Not talking about coaching as a way of coaching this and coaching that and coaching this. It's more about showing and less about talking about it. Be about it, right? So that's my number one thing. Like I said, it's like owning a franchise without all the rules. So we don't have to worry about all the other stuff. You focus on what you want. And remember this, that you are one of a kind, and that no matter how many people are doing what you are doing, no one can do it like you. So show what you want others to be attracted to. And I want others who are just like me, previously in corporate, who are on their way home on the train, miserable. I want to speak to those people. So most likely at 4 and 5 o'clock every day, you'll see a post from me, you know, enjoying my life, because I want others to see that they can do that too. And I talk about my old corporate life, and I talk about how this has changed it. So that's number one. Number 2, in making your Facebook your storefront, I'm going to actually screen share, and I hope that this works. Give me 1 second here. Okay, that worked. Okay, all right, cool. So making your business your storefront is huge, right? And we are all about helping the masses. But the thing is that you are not, you need to remember that scrolling Facebook is not helpful to your business. Scrolling it randomly does not help you. It only takes up your time and eats up your time. It is a time waster. And what I have done as a number one amazing thing that I've done for my business since becoming especially full-time doing this is stop scrolling. And it's really hard to do that, especially when you are on a computer. So I have started to use the Newsfeed Eradicator. And I know that some people know about this, some people don't. So I'm going to kind of just go over that really quick on how to make the most of your time on Facebook as opposed to scrolling. So as you'll see, there is no newsfeed on my Facebook right now. And what that means is basically I have made a way for, I've used a way to get rid of those, you know, all of the posts that people are posting that I could easily just scroll through. And I have started to use the Newsfeed Eradicator. And this is only available on Chrome, so you have to use Google Chrome in order to do this. I've not found a way to do this on a phone, but this tremendously helps me because I run my business majorly from computer. So all you would do is go to the 3 lines at the top right-hand corner of your screen, and you would click on that. You would go to More Tools and Extensions. When you go to extensions, Lindsay, can you see this? Can you see that? Wait, yes, okay, cool. When you go to extensions, you actually have so many options in addition to this, but this is strictly for Newsfeed Eradicator. This is what the icon looks like. It's a little news bag, but it has truly changed everything. And don't worry, you can always get back your newsfeed if you want, but I just keep it off. So how you actually get the Newsfeed Eradicator is when you go to the extensions, you would go to Get More Extensions, and then you would type in Newsfeed Eradicator. I think that's how you spell it. So when you do that, that comes up, and you would just add it to Chrome right here. Okay, so by doing so, you are getting rid of distraction, and you don't want to waste your time in browsing other people's quote unquote stores. So really, it's reminding you, okay, I have a storefront. Facebook is my storefront. However, I don't need, as my business, I don't need to go into other people's stores and see what they are looking for, and or see what they are selling or what they are doing. Instead, you need to really figure out I use a business activity tracker, and that truly helps me in staying focused and who I should reach out to. But the next, actually the number 3, my number 3 tip is going to actually help you with this. So number 3 tip is keeping a friends list or keeping a news feed for your friends. And this is something that I actually do every time someone accepts one of my friend requests, okay? So someone's going to accept my friend request, and I do not add them to I do not accept their friend request until I get to a computer to be able to do this, because you can't do this on your phone. So, and why I wanted to talk about this really quick is because it's like going to a boutique. You go into a boutique, you see all their stuff, they're awesome, you buy a few things, right? The boutique asks you to actually write down your name and your email address so they can send you things, or your name and address so that they can send you like little flyers or whatever. This is our way of having that boutique and having Facebook as our boutique, right? Because people are friend requesting you, or people are accepting your friend requests, and you want to keep track of those people so you can invite them to other things. So how this has actually changed my business is because by making this friends list / newsfeed, this specified newsfeed, I am able to invite people to my events more easily in less time. So I think this is a huge, huge thing that not a lot of people utilize. Some people know about this, some people don't. I just started using this a few months back, and it's been tremendous for me. So what I actually do is I go to my friend request at the top right corner. I asked Jessie, my friend, to unfriend me so that we could do this. So Jessie Burr. So I'm going to first look at her news feed, and okay, so say she was not a coach, which we all know that Jessie is an awesome coach, but say she was not a coach and she's someone who, you know, could be a potential coach on my team or a potential challenger or someone I can start a relationship with. So then I would actually go to her friend request at the top right corner, and I would confirm her. Once I confirm her, I stay on the friend request and I hover over her name. I'm hoping that you guys can all see this. I don't know if the, Lindsay, can you tell me, could you see when I hovered over? And okay, cool. So I hovered over her name, and up comes the friends following message. First off, if she is a coach, I would just unfollow her. Why? Because I don't need more coaches in my newsfeed. What I do need is, since this is my business, I need more customers, right? I need people who I'm going to help. So instead of following, keeping follow on Jessie, if she is a coach, then I would unfollow her. Then if she were a soon-to-be customer, a potential customer, I would actually go to the Friends tab, scroll down to add another list, and here are my lists. These are actually feeds where people are becoming my friends during a certain month. I make these months up, okay? So I'm going to say it's July. say it is July, because I already have one for June. Say it's July, and Jessie is the first person who became my friend in July, who I want to have as a prospect on my team or as a challenger. I would scroll all the way down, new list, and type in 7/1/16. This is how I, in particular, keep my list straight, so I know that who is becoming friends with me during what month, okay? So I press enter on that, and it gives a little check mark. By that happening, I now have started a list of people who became friends with me in the month of July. So how I actually check that out and how this will help you, if you go to the home page on your Facebook, and then you go to the friends list right here, I go to more, it's on the left side of your page. I now have the list of all my friends who have become friends with me in June, in May, in April, in all of the months. And how this helps me is because I can just click on that, and that person is now in my news feed that I chose. And by doing this, if this person has posted multiple times, that might be someone who would be a really good coach if she has posted multiple times about quality things. I'm just going to go back to my friends list from June to give you a better idea, because there's more people on there. So this is my friends list from June. So far, I've friended over 60 people, and I can actually see who all of them are, and I can start interacting with their pages. I like their page. I mean, I like their posts. I comment on their posts. So I stay true to the affinity and keep relevant in their Facebook, because I don't want to lose anyone who I become friends with. So if this person is posting multiple times, well, I see that she's on Facebook, so she's on Facebook often. That may be someone who needs something to do during the day, and this would be a good option for her as a coach. Or maybe I see someone posting about, this person is talking about commitment. Maybe they would be great as a challenger to, and she mentioned something about being a parent. I could comment on this saying, truth or right on, or, something to start engaging in their posts, and seeing that she's a parent. Maybe she needs to be home while she's working out, because, we all are busy, we lead busy lives. So a 30-minute at-home workout might be so tremendous for her. How this also is a great tool for your business, like I said, it will help you when you are making event pages, because now I have people from April, May, and June, okay? And say I want to add people to an event page. So I typically do my event pages from my business page, and I just actually made one just now, earlier today, about my weekend workout. So I click on that, and I want to invite people. I want to invite people who have been relevant in recently becoming my friends, or, you can make different lists actually that say, hold on, you will see, people who I want on my dream team, people from my free group, people from my giveaways. I can make all different groups and then focus on those people. So I want to invite some of those people. But you know what? When you choose friends in an event page, you would typically have to go one by one when this pops up. You would typically have to go one by one, adding those people to your friend page, right? But now, instead of doing that, I can just go to more and see who my most recent people are that I've added to my network. And maybe I don't, since I'm still in June, I don't want to add these people because I still want to interact with their page. But instead, I want to add those people who have become my friends in May, in the month of May. So I can select all, send invites, right? So that's a very simple way to add people and not lose them while you are growing your business and growing those relationships, because it is a business, it is a relationship building business. So we want to build those relationships. Oh, okay. I'm back on, right? So the three things about keeping that friends list and keeping that feed is a way to not lose anyone, ease in inviting people to events, because as a store owner, you have all this free access to adding people and keeping engaged with people other than just email or just a phone call or texting or anything like that. This is so much more simpler, especially since you are engaging on their pages. And it gives you an easy way to interact with those new friends pages to keep relevant in their Facebook affinity. I hope that gave you some insight into becoming a storefront. I know that when I first started as a coach, it was in my head, I was more about, okay, I'm not gonna make Beachbody my life. I don't want everyone to see like Beach by this, Beach by that. I didn't want them to see sales because I didn't want to be that salesy person. And this has made it simpler to not be that salesy person and to show people the relevancy of what I do on a daily basis without being salesy. I hope that gave you some good insight and some good tools to use. That's about it. Lindsay?
I love it. I love that you gave us like actual steps through there. And you can tell where I went and got my daughter because I had to start writing with my non-dominant hand. Number 3, which the friends list, like I have dabbled in that. I outsourced it and I've never really utilized it, especially in the way that you're saying to use it. So do you accept all of your friend requests, but then you just unfollow the coaches?
It depends on who the coaches are. I mean, really that are coming in and asking to be my friend. I mean, they're probably doing it for a reason. But I typically don't accept coaches, but if I do, I unfollow them.
Okay. So would they be in that list of June people?
No, they would not, because I don't want to interact with them.
You just add non-coaches, but okay, got it. Because you can manually do that. That's right. Okay. I'm sitting here thinking, like, how can I apply this to my business? Because I lose everybody. I'm going to be so honest with you. I lose everybody. So this is good. I like this. I'm going to play around with this today. And I hope that everyone else that's watching will too.
I actually have something else I could tell you about with the friends list, because it's been a huge thing to when you're first doing it, just like anything else, it's like a huge thing to take on, because for me, I started out with like 500 friends on Facebook, and then I've grown it to like 3,600 friends on Facebook, right? And it's really what I did when I discovered this. I literally took a day and went through every single friend on my Facebook list. I know it's ridiculous because it's a big undertaking, just like you were saying. But at the same time, I want those people on a list. And I don't make any lists over 200 because then it can get sketchy with the event inviting. So, but what I did was I went through every single person. And for me personally, my target is not men. So no, there's not one man on any of my lists. Yeah. Okay. So what I did was I started with list number 1. There's actually lists on there that say list 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Because when I started this, I had so many friends already. So I started with list 1, and I made list 1, and I added the first 200 people. Then I started, like, as I went through my Facebook list, the first 200 women that I wanted to, eventually join me. And then I went to list 2, added 200 people, and so on and so on. And then when I got to, I think I started this back in October. When I got to October, I would do list 10, 1, 6, 15. And everyone who became my friend in October, I added to that list. And then it was so on and so forth, so that I can add people to the events based on the recent friends requesting. Does that make sense?
It does. It does. Do you? What? I don't know what's happening. Okay. Do you remove people from that list when they become a coach and put them into like a coach list?
Yes, I do. There's a way to do it when you go to, I'll just screen share really quick to show you. So when you go to the friends list down here, I want to see more of them. And say I go to, say it's July, like we were saying, and I had added Jessie to this July page. But you know what? I found out that, ooh, wrong page. I found out that Jessie is a coach, and she's a really great one at that. So I don't need her on my list anymore, right? So I click on the July list, and I go to see all at the top right corner. Top right corner, X out of that, finish. I now no longer have her on my list when I, so I now have no one on that list, but I'm going to continue to add people to my July list. Regardless, I mean, I can get rid of people. So say this person, I'm just gonna kind of go over it one more time. So say this person, you know, I went on her page, she looks legit, she's cool. I confirm her, and then I hover over her name, I go to friends, I go to add to another list, and say it's July, I click on July. So now she will show up in my July feed. So anytime that I want to interact, or I have some free time and I just kind of want to scroll Facebook, I scroll Facebook on that month or the month previous to that, so that I can become more relevant in their pages. Oh, does that make sense? Okay. Oh wait. Oh no.
Yeah. Okay, I'm struggling over here, and she's
sorry.
This was fantastic. Thank you so much. I cannot wait to implement the list, and really just kind of get a hold on who I'm talking to, because I'm talking to a lot of people and nobody at the same time, and I'm sure that a lot of other coaches can relate. I'm sorry. This is just how it is right here.
No problem. If anyone has any questions, then just let me know. Just comment whenever on the
comment below the link on YouTube, or probably better in the groups.
Yeah, you
can see. Thank you so much for taking the time and giving us actual action steps and applications, things that we can apply. Thank you so very much.
Awesome, no problem.
You're the best, girl. Love you. Have a great day.
Thank you. All
right.
Good.